Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe, good purposeful running this. Matheus Cunha. And here's Messi. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? This looks promising. And we've reached half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't need...
Tries a shot! And a neat finish! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Quickly taken. Cunha receives it in a... Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
He's in a great position here. Great defending, strong and determined. Alexander-Arnold. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Valverde. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Yamal is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
No, he's not getting past him there. Yamal makes a dash for it. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Rice bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Mbappe. Oh, lovely feeding is Mbappe! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Portugal leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Caicedo promptly onto that, and that is that. He's found a way through.
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And played right into his path. And a chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Caicedo cuts out the pass. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Akanji. Caicedo. Valverde. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. The final 5 minutes. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Substituição para a Argentina. Número 10. Messi. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o...
I think we're just about done here. Oh, just skips past his man. And the shot! And yes, it's there! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Portugal have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Rice. And it's Caicedo. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Well, they are now a 9-man team.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Jimenez. He's a sharp little ball here. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Fagioli. And he's being shifted off it. And that will be the final act. Portugal have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by Asia. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.